Alrighty, hello guys, and welcome to another Black Desert video. It's yeah, it's been going slowly, but it has been going, and it's been going at a steady slow pace. Now this video is just gonna cover a few things when it came to the recent changes in the grind spots, as well as the changes in terms of loot that you can get with the gold, LS and Agris. Usually those two wouldn't stack, you would lose the bonus because it would cap out at 200% for trash loot, but they removed it, and they also changed a lot of the trash loot values when it comes to a lot of spots. Now in this video I'm going to cover Tshira ruins, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, the MP pot piece spot. Didn't do a full hour there, I just did some rough estimates on how much silver you can make per hour based on trash loot, just calculations I did, so that I'll show you guys in a second as well. After that we're going to go over to Kratuga, then we're going to go over to Manshaum, which is kind of good right now, to be honest. I did an SE hour, but I didn't record it because it was depressing. Then back to Kratuga, and then Hystria and Centaurs. Now Centaurs of course is the best out of the lot thus far, but we'll get to that later on. Now let me just say that I am aware that these changes did come in quite a while ago. However, some people might have not done their own testing on this yet, as it is difficult, let me put it like that. The reason being is a lot of these spots are contested now by very high GS players, and I know not everybody is at 650, 660, well, I'm not even 650 yet. So it is difficult to grind in these spots, especially when it is top tier spots in the game now. You can legit make more money an hour at Centaurs than you would at any other spot in the game. But once again, we'll get to that near the end of the video. So let's go over the Tshira ruins real quick, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys what you can expect in terms of, well, grinding on a Dracania with a semi-knowledgeable rotation. I kind of know what I'm doing here, not really, but kind of, just play along. So I'm gonna try and show you guys what you can get in terms of trash loot only. I didn't do any other drops at Tshira ruins because this is an MP pot grind zone, so you know you're not really here for money, but the money is gonna be good. So let's cover that real quick. Okay, so at Tshira ruins, using only a yellow atlas, this is not even including any other boss, this is once again not including any other drops, only trash loot, you can expect to get about 9,640 trash an hour. Once again, this is on Dracania on a semi-okay rotation, same. And the trash is not that bad. It's 90 million silver an hour, grinding casually for the pot piece, and that is on a Dracania, which is not that great for grinding. I've grinded a lot of my Dracania, and look, she's an absolutely phenomenal class, but this class is built to PvP. She's not a grind class, that's why I have a strike attack. In terms of this spot, I would say probably bring an archer or something with big AoEs that grinds quickly and is just overall a good clear for these types of things. My archer over here just nukes the groups, and it's a seasonal archer, so I would recommend bringing in archer when you're grinding Tshira ruins, and I'm pretty sure your number will go up. So let's look at the Agris amount you can get. Well, yellow loot scroll with Agris in terms of money per hour over here. So this spot is not as fantastic when it comes to using both, just purely because of the trash loot that is not worth, you know, 19k or 22k or whatever it is that you guys are farming at. Gyfin is also amazing. I didn't cover this in this video, just mainly because of the fact that not a lot of people can do Gyfin, and especially on console where it's only the top tier guilds that's grinding Gyfin. But anyway, so when it comes to using your Agris and your yellow LS, using just that you can get about 138 mil an hour in terms of silver when it comes to just the trash loot alone. Once again, this number can vary extreme amounts. I'm pretty sure you can probably pull closer to 180 mil on a decent class sort of spot. So yeah, overall I think grinding Tshira ruins and just using your yellow LS and going for the pot piece is going to be very profitable. You're actually going to be, if your RNG is really bad, you'll make a few billion before your actual pot piece drops. Or if you're lucky, you never know, maybe you make 1 hour's worth of trash and it drops. Yeah, let's move on to the next zone, which I do believe is Kratuga. Now I did 2 separate grinds on Kratuga. I'm going to cover the one first and then later on the other one, because I'm pretty sure the other one was of a striker, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I recorded this over like 2 weeks. But yeah, let's move on to Kratuga, an actual interesting and good spot. Now Kratuga is an interesting one, just purely because of the fact that I get varying reports in terms of trash loot per hour. And this room I did, well, I overcleared it on my Dracania, so I couldn't even attempt it on my striker because of the fact that I'm gonna overclear to hell. So my other grind station is a lot better actually. But anyways, so my first hour I went to Kratuga. This was before I got a certain item, so my AP is a little bit lower, but as you can see, the results are quite good. When I mean quite good, that's a insane number. You know, telling me this a year and a half ago that I'm going to be making 400 mil an hour grinding Kratuga just casually, I would have not believed you. So Kratuga is absolutely phenomenal, and people in the guild, in my guild that I'm in, get upwards to 30,000 trash loot an hour because, well, they're more geared. But that's just to put it into perspective of how good Kratuga can be with Agris and a yellow allies. So of course, I did 1 hour here, got 18,300 trash loot. That translated into, well, with everything combined, 389 million silver. Now I only spent 9,300 Agris here, which is just partly due to the fact that my rotation did limit me. But I got 15 blackstones, weapon blackstones, 21 armor, 6 of the sealed black magic crystals, 14 books, 20 dust, 17 Caphras, 4 maps, 1 Layton and 1 Alcar. So that is not too bad at all. Unfortunately nothing enhanced drop, but that is what it is. So overall, a really good grind spot to be at right now. And let's move on to Manshaum, and this is Manshaum. I think it's Manshaum, not Manshaum, Manshaum. The other MP pot spot. Now this is interesting because I did the testing in a certain way, so let's move on to that. Now I must say, in all honesty, I am actually really surprised with the numbers I pulled at the spot. It is really not all that bad. It was, and then they changed it. Now it's good. It's a lot better than it was. Now what I did here was I actually went and I did my weekly. I am going for the MP pot. I'm not actively going for it. I did miss out on last week's weekly at the Nevada Steppy. I didn't do it because, well, yeah, it's MP pot. It's difficult to do it. But anyways, so here's the numbers when it comes to yeah, to Manshaum Forest. It's really good. Now this is without Agris. It's only yellow allies. I got a Karma Silver Blessing from the in-game rewards, and yeah, 206 mil an hour. That is really good money, especially when you're just casually grinding for your MP pot. Of course, you can pull a lot more power if you use Agris. That is the thing now. If you use Agris, you're gonna pull a lot more. I'm not sure of the Agris strain over here. I'm not sure at all how bad it is, how good it is. Hell, it could be better than Centaurs. I'm not sure. But overall, I did it with a yellow allies and I pulled 9,618 trash loot. Once again, this is all on Dracania. I did actually put in the correct classes when it comes to the picture. I guess you want to call it a picture, a results screen? Not sure. So yeah, 9,618 trash. I got 14 blackstones in total, 12 totems, 17 dust, 21 Caphras, which is always nice, 6 life skill or guardian, oh no, that's the guardian stones, 2 Lemuria gloves, 2 boots, 7 rumbling earth shards, 1 forest breath, 13 traces I think it's called, 1 forest fury, 6 fragments and 1 pity piece. So that is 1 out of 100 done. I'm getting closer each day. No, but for real, that is absolutely astonishing, and it is a good spot to grind now. It is on the lower end of AP. Well, lower end. It's still, if you're a brand new player, you're not going to be grinding here. It is Karma Silver. It is still slightly higher than your usual grind spot, but you can pull a good amount here while grinding the MPPs. And yeah, so that is Manshaum. It's good. I got really no complaints. It's dense. The only problem is the amount of players here now, especially with the current event going on where there's an extra permanent drop rate. I'm not sure if it stacks with Arsha, but I did get the other night while I was grinding. I was grinding Mirror on Arsha with the bonus drop rate, and I got 2 Valtara belts in under 3 minutes, and one of my guildies that was grinding with me also got 3 Valtara belts in a span of 10 minutes. So I think it does stack actually with Arsha. But anyways, so Manshaum, really good for money right now, especially if you're still grinding that MP pot. You will now actually have a reason to grind there. Not just for the MP pot, but you can also make some good bank. But not nearly as good as the other spots I'm going to cover. So yeah, let's move on to what is next. Oh well, it's my AC hour. I don't have a result for it. I'll just show you guys I grinded there and kind of track speed on the AP I was at there. So yeah, let's move on to SE. Now once again I said I do not have any results to show you guys in terms of this, because well, I basically screwed up my grind because I accidentally forgot my Agris on and happened to accidentally pop a blue LS instead of a yellow. So it was all kinds of messed up, but Draconia does do well here. She has a lot of damage in a small area, which makes her extremely good for Star's End. Well, in my opinion, of course. She doesn't match Striker. Nothing matches Striker right now. It's still busted as hell. But she is still good here. It's just the only thing is SE is so outclassed when it comes to money per hour now. Unless, of course, you can get a Dister to drop, but that is like, I think it's 1 every 1 and 1.7 hours, roundabout. So it's not that great. It's not consistent enough for me to warrant grinding there all the time. If you have Castle, if you have a drop rate buff like this currently going on, etc, 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 then yeah, maybe it might be worth it, and you're getting an average of 1 Dister an hour, of course it's worth it. It's bloody good money then. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend grinding here right now, just purely because of the fact that you can make so much more money at other spots, and it's a lot easier. So let's move on to said other spots. Well, to my own surprise, I'm back at Kratuga, and once again with my Draconia. Apparently I didn't learn my lesson until this week. So yeah, another Draconia and Kratuga, but I was fully buffed. I was actually buffed with a 10th buff as well, so this cost me 50 mil, and I still made a really good amount of money. Now, I did use Agris, I did use a Siege Scroll, I did use Camp buff, I was an Arsha, I had all the buffs. You can see 352% bonus drop rate, so that is an absolute insane amount of buffs, and I still got less rare drops than I did with my other hour. Well, I got the same amount, but yeah, you know what I mean. I got 200% more buffs than usual. But anyway, so in this hour I made 374 million silver, which is astounding. once again, and once again I did pay 50 mil beforehand for the camp buff as well. 17,955 trash, which is you know, I'm pulling nearly half of what other guildies are pulling, but once again it's because I was on this rotation like a moron. I don't know why I'm here. I did use Agris, I didn't put in the amount. I'm just, for now, I'm gonna say yeah, I used Agris for a whole hour. As the note states, was a super chill grind, but I still overcleared the damn thing, which sucks. I got a lot of Blackstones. I got about 70 Blackstones, or 71 Blackstones, 9 sealed black magic crystals, 19 books, 42 dust, because apparently if you increase the drop rate now, dust drops in bulk. I got like 5 dust on a singular drop, which is nuts. 28 Careful Stones, 3 Yonas, 10 Traveler's Maps, 1 Tongue-Grid Earring, 1 Alcohol, and 2 Mass of Pure Magic, which doesn't matter at all because I got like 1,000 laying in my Calvian storage. But yeah, so that is not a bad hour whatsoever. It is actually really good. However, for the amount of buffs I put in, I think I got the short end of the stick a little bit, especially with the amount of buffs I put in. But yeah, let's move on to the final 2 spots. I need to actually make this video a little bit shorter, so let's move on. Alright, let's move on to Hystria, once again with my Draconia, because I just never learn and on a very bad rotation. So anyways, when it comes to Hystria, it's good. It always has been good. And once again, this was actually with Arsha, with a Karma Silver Blessing, and with Yellow Alice, but no Agris. I didn't know if Agris was going to be effective here, so I didn't use it to my own disappointment actually. But anyways, so 275 million silver made in 1 hour. Super chill grind on Dracania on a very bad rotation that I nearly overcleared. Anyways, 6,773 trash loot, that is super low. I did remedy that a little bit later on with my striker when I'm pulling 9.3k now, which is, you know, a hell of a difference. But anyways, I got 83 black stones in total, 3 sealed black magic crystals, 27 scrolls, 20 dust, 34 Caphra stones, 2 maps, and 11 massive pure magic. So overall, a really good hour, mediocre hour, but still very nice for just an hour of grinding and going for the compass piece, because that is what I'm doing currently, and I hate myself for it. So let's move on to the real granddaddy of the update, and the thing that's gonna net pretty much anybody the most money per hour. And I'm pretty sure everybody saw this one coming. It is indeed Centaurs, the spot that everybody loves to hate because it's boring as hell to grind here. So, hour number 1, I did completely without Agris because I didn't have Agris left from accidentally using it earlier at SE. So, no Agris this day, and I still pulled 298 million silver. And that is purely, well, mostly from the trash loot, which I pulled 8,980 from. I got about, you know, a good amount of black stones. I got about 38 of them, which is nice. 10 scrolls, Pila Face scrolls, 12 sealed black magic crystals, 2 dust, 18 Caphras, and 17 traces. 4 sealed combat boxes of those. I'm not even sure what it is. I think it's Rabaka over here or something like that. 7 soiled belts, which turned into shattered belts, and of course my RNG sucks with those, so yeah. 3 Yonas and 5 massive pure magic. So a really good amount for just a chill grind. 300 mil an hour, just doing a chill grind on a class that is naturally slow is an astounding amount. So let's move on to hour number 2. I got hour 2, 3, and 4 to go still. So yeah, let's move on to those. Alright, so hour number 2. This is a lot better, but still not as good as can be. Somebody else that is lower GS as me is playing a faster class, and she is pulling 200 mil more than me an hour, just purely because of the class being faster. This is also a really bad one because of the fact that I DC'd twice. My internet was whack and I was typing a lot in DC. I was distracted. But anyways, excuses aside, I still made 408 million silver, which is phenomenal. And I did use Agris, I did use a yellow loot scroll, all of the good stuff. So I pulled 14,057 trash loot. I pulled 36 blackstones, 13 scrolls, 12 black magic crystals. I'm just going to call them black magic crystals. That's what I'm gonna stop saying sealed. 1 dust, 9 Caphra stones, 20 traces, 3 of those combat boxes again, 3 shattered belts, 1 centaur belt, and the rest is, well, it is what it is. So hour 2 was a lot better. Let's move on to hour number 3. So hour 3 already got it better again. It is getting better each time I do it. No, but for real though, it is getting better. The Agris drain is really low at Centaurs. You're draining like 9k an hour, if even that much. I'm pretty sure you can drain more, of course, if you're quicker. But on Dracania, I wasn't draining a lot at all. So I got 416 million silver this hour. I pulled 13,268 trash loot. Got a decent amount of blackstones again, 7 scrolls, 12 black magic crystals, 7 dust, 20 Caphra stones, 15 traces, 6 combat boxes, 4 shattered belts, 1 centaur belt, and the rest once again doesn't really matter. So overall, as you can see, the consistent money is at Centaurs. You can make nearly $500 million an hour, and Centaurs is an easy grind spot. It's ridiculously easy. You can do this on a seasonal character, no problem. Okay, and let's move on to hour number 4, and then I'll show you guys what I got with all of this. Now, hour 4, I went a little bit harder because I was getting closer to a goal of mine, which I'll show you guys in a second. So, hour 4. Once again, nothing changed in terms of my buffs, everything stayed exactly the same, just made 478 million silver in 1 hour, which is, I don't even have words for it anymore, just purely because of the fact that even with a Disto drop at SE, you're not going to make this amount of money. Disto is the most expensive base accessory to drop. Besides, I think a Debo is more expensive on base, but nobody's going to be grinding Debo consistently and making bank off of it. Debos are rare as hell to drop anyways. So 478 million silver. I made 14,679 trash loot. Once again, a lot of blackstones. Actually made 53 this hour, which is amazing. 13 scrolls, 12 black I'm struggling over here. 12 black magic crystals, 4 silver dust, 22 Caphra stones, 25 traces, 7 armor boxes, or accessory, it's armor I think. I don't think it's weapons, I'm not sure. It's combat boxes. 11 shattered belts, 2 centaur belts, and once again the rest doesn't really matter because it doesn't net you a lot of money, or it barely nets you anything. But yeah, so that is an absolutely phenomenal spot to grind at, and I would highly recommend anybody to actually go and grind there. But let me show you guys what I actually got with all of this grinding, and yeah, it's actually really nice. So this is what I bought for myself. I don't know if you guys saw that on screen, but yeah, I actually did get a Tetstar. I bought myself a Tetstar. It was quite expensive, 20.4 billion silver. So that is the one thing I did actually buy. And the fact that I didn't have an awakening weapon at the time was a little bit... I still don't have an awakening weapon on my Dracania, of course. But I was a little bit disoriented about what my AP would actually be. So when I tagged my strike, I was like, damn, I'm not even at 300 AP. But yeah, that's what I got. I bought a Tetstar with this money. So I got one Tetstar, 295 normal AP. And at this point, I was 299 AAP. Now today, at the time of filming this, literally an hour ago, I went and on Medaya, we won the Siegeable. Luckily, it wasn't too difficult. And I got some good amount of money, of course, from it, and I bought my Caphra stones to get my dandy to C7, and that means I am now 300 AAP as well. I know that's not a bracket, but it is a massive milestone for me. I am so happy about it. You cannot even believe how happy I am. I know it's Nova stats, it's not that impressive, but it's still 300 AP. You know, that is a amazing thing to see your AP go from being stuck in the 200s for years pretty much, and then all of a sudden you go to 300 AP, and you know it's gonna stay there unless of course you switch to Katoom, but then you get a massive DP boost. But anyways, so yeah, this video has gone on way longer than I anticipated it. Apparently 2 weeks worth of recording can need you quite a long video, so I'll try to actually make like 4-minute videos just more often, and I think that would be better. I don't know, you guys should tell me. Leave a comment down below what you guys think in terms of that. Should I make 4-minute, 5-minute videos and post more regularly, or should I make a 22-23 minute long video and post once every 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, depending on what happens, of course. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope that this does help you guys decide on whether you want to go for the MP pot still, if it is worth your time, if you are working towards a certain goal. Maybe you can go and make a quick buck at Centaurs, whatever the case might be. I hope this information will help you in your future grinds. Thank you all so much for watching. I really did enjoy grinding these spots. It was awesome. May RNG be good to you. May RNG be actually amazing to you. Have a great day. Be safe. And I'll see you all again in the next video. Peace out.